Good evening, everybody. It is Sunday, February 12th. It's a rainy evening here, Salisbury, Maryland. It is Super Bowl Sunday.
Ah.
We like to reflect on these nights. We just watched Rihanna perform. She
was
did
lovely.
great.
Yes.
I want to read a little poem and we're going to get started. I like the town on rainy nights when everything is wet. When all the town has magic lights and streets of shining jet. When all the rain about the town is like a looking glass. And all the lights are upside down. Below me. Below me as I pass. Sound like I said blow me there for a second. All right, everyone. That was good. I like that. Felt good. Sounded good. I hope we warmed you up. I hope you're ready.
That was very lovely, Mike.
Man, I'm
That-
settled in over here now.
I need to ride the mic more.
That's what you tell your girlfriend, right? You need to ride the mic more. You're getting lazy over here.
That's going in the Valentine's Day card.
God, these women are lazy, selfish lovers, aren't they? Good Lord. Do they know how hard it is to be fucking? Good Lord.
Good
It's a
Lord.
workout.
It's hard out here, guys.
Cardio.
To be the pole.
Fucking a treadmill. Oh, sorry.
To be the pole. Pushing and not just getting it must be.
No, I'm saying that's why I make. Never mind.
You
But
make-
Mike, that was a very great way to start off the show. I really enjoyed that. I really, really did.
Thanks, man.
Mhm.
I gotta.
I had that in mind as I was driving and the street lights were shining in the, like just like the poem said. I found that poem last second.
Proud of you. I thought you wrote that.
I could have wrote
You
it
wrote
if
that
I
last
tried.
second?
I wrote that last second
You ever wrote a poem? Anybody?
when in school.
I wrote a haiku.
You know, one time in
That was
college, I actually got a poetry story. One time in college, I took poetry. Very, very hard class.
I bet.
It was like in English. And you know us, we've talked about it. Us in college, we signed up for classes late. It was very, very tough.
Yeah.
We got into some wacky, weird classes. And I got into poetry. And I needed extra credit to pass this class so bad. And he was like, if you go up at like this huge poetry event and do a poem. And it was like, you know, in like an hour. He was like,
an hour.
I'll give you extra credit. And it would like, you know, make or break me passing or not. So I did it. I can't even remember. I just fucking freestyled something. And no one even batted an eye. You know what I mean? Poetry is BS.
Did you kill it?
Yeah, I guess so. You know, I
wish
can't even remember what I said.
Man, I wish we could find it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No one.
It's got to be.
batted an
I had
eye.
to have wrote it down or something.
We got to pull up the Sammy the Seagull rap thing I did
Yeah, we can.
one
We
time.
can find that.
That's pretty funny.
Hopefully, we can find.
I had
that.
I had an audio class that, man, I totally would have failed if I didn't just go to Kevin after school every day.
Yeah, that was so fun though.
Dude,
Did
I
they
remember-
use the rap in something?
They did.
No.
I think they did. It was on some kind of radio they had.
Yeah,
over there,
the campus radio.
which is you know,
I said, all I remember is, oh wait, I got to be quiet to maintain a good study environment.
that was a good. That was a bar. That was a bar right there.
I gotta be quiet.
Because I whisper rap the whole thing.
That's a good way to like
And
do it, get it done.
Because it was for the library.
See, we grew up on the original whisper rap, the Yin Yang Twins.
Dude, and that was when
in your ear.
when systems were huge and rattly in cars, and that song all summer long you could hear from a mile away in
Yeah,
Salisbury because
those-
it had that bass riff or whatever you call
Yeah.
it.
Oh my gosh,
That
that's
bass
such a
line.
good riff, or whatever you want to call it. It's like a bass melody. It's kind of like
Yeah.
both. It's kind of like both.
That shit's scary.
But
It's
that
so
song
simple.
is wildly inappropriate.
Yep.
To go to a girl in the club and say that shit to her, sexually assaulting a girl in the club like that, just saying that is inappropriate.
Yeah.
Let me touch your ass, see if it's soft.
There's
But wait,
Yin
he-
Yang Twins, man.
He says, "Do you mind if I touch it and see if it's soft?" He's asking for consent.
He
Yeah.
is.
I guess it's all good. It's
She
good.
probably says, "Yes, you may touch it and see if it's soft." And he touches it. Yes, it is indeed soft.
Do you
Glad we got
want it
to the
to be
bottom of this.
soft?
It depends on the way she has her legs positioned. If she's in like starting a squat, you don't want it to be soft. You want it
No.
to firm up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't want a soft butt, in my
'Cause
experience.
All the running away is good for their buns and thighs.
Wow.
Buns and thighs.
Thank you.
Yeah. Remember this old thing?
Oh, this old thing?
Super Bowl Sunday, y'all.
The Super Bowl is gay. The
Super Bowl is gay.
Humble beginnings for
Super Bowl.
I've heard him talk about
He
this in a
names
couple
the
docs.
teams, right?
Wow,
The
so it was
Raiders.
that year, 2002. I think this is 2002.
In the Bucks.
In the Bucks. Yep.
Yeah, he definitely does the Bucks.
That was a good Super Bowl. Actually, we can mash this up with the actual Super Bowl audio.
We showed him on that conversion on third down.
Oh, the third down conversion is happening. Oh, how
Hey.
exciting.
All right. Good job.
That's good stuff there.
That is good. I've heard him talk about that in a couple docs, and he's just like, yeah, you know, I got this YouTube account. It's starting to take off steam. I just knew it would like create like comments and go viral maybe.
Yeah, it was the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Post something about Super Bowl.
Yep.
Take no time and just talk about Super Bowl being gay. That's the name of this episode, right? Super Bowl is gay.
Yeah, yes, there we go. That's fine. So, yeah, YouTube. How long will that stay up?
Yeah,
we'll see,
right.
but we'll test the waters.
Have you, all the podcasts I listen to now are like, we can't cuss in the first 5 minutes.
Because here's the thing: what if YouTube takes down Super Bowl is gay? What if it is gay? You know what I mean? Like, what?
That's
if,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
What
Like, they
if-
can't take that
What
down.
if Sam Smith is in the Super Bowl?
Exactly.
Because he is, in fact, very gay.
If they were to take that down, they would be implying that it is derogatory when we're not. But I
I'm
guess
being
we are.
derogatory to Sam Smith because that dude put on pasties. Have you seen that video?
Sam Smith.
The video of him in the music video, he's like wearing like a Victorian outfit with pasties and shit.
Are we talking about the Grammys, or he's been in so much?
No, it's a music
It's
video.
new.
It's so bad. It's
Oh,
it's
love
rough.
it.
He's
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 gone
been in
too
so
far.
many outfits and stuff. I can't keep it all straight, but he's in the news all the time now.
What have they done to you, my boy?
My boy.
The late-
massacred
oh, no.
my boy. Look at my boy. He's looking. He's all right.
Yeah, he looks all right, man. He's pretty good.
He's all right, I'm saying. Look, I mean, he's not any different than some.
Don't alienate me here, boys.
No,
Don't
like-
alienate me here, boys.
I know. He's looking terrible. It's like a grotesqueness, honestly. It's like it really hits you hard.
He's like a bearded lady, a Victorian age like politicians, like a hooker lady.
It's
you're-
shock jock.
If you're
kinda
going to
stuff.
be androgynous and crazy, you got to be pretty and cool like David Bowie and stuff.
yeah,
This ain't it.
or like Prince.
Yeah, or Harry Styles is kind of getting there.
He's there.
Don't you love androgynous people? Look at him.
Mike loves it.
But
Mike loves it.
yeah, I bet Mike really does. But Sam
look
Smith, I don't want to sound like a boomer here, but I like to Stay With Me better.
Man, that was a good song. Damn, that was when I actually worked a day job, so I'd hear the radio. That was a treat.
Yeah.
That was a treat.
Yeah.
When Stay With Me came on, I said, "Man, this guy can sing." I was like,
Yeah.
I was like literally saying to the people in the office, "This guy like one of the best singers ever."
Yeah,
Like,
pull up a picture of him in that music video.
There it is.
wow.
Yeah, I think Mikey's already on it.
I mean, that song when it comes on and when I'm in line at Subway, I'm not happy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit.
Oh,
It's
you don't like
sad.
that song?
It's sad.
It's just like,
Well, we've all had that feeling.
God, another song with no drums. Great.
Oh, okay.
He
Kinda-
loves drums. Mike's a drummer. He loves drums, man. It's
gotta-
great.
Oh, it's
They have rhythm in their own way,
you
though,
gotta
right?
have the drums.
But his two new ones though are good.
Yeah, I know.
Unholy is good,
That song
and then
is awesome.
yeah,
have you heard the newest one? It is called "Not Here to Make Friends."
That's the video with the nipples.
Well, that song is actually pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah,
massive backlash.
Yeah, they're good.
and look at that suit. Look at that
It's crazy. The songs are good, and they're catchy. Does it need all this other stuff going on?
Suit. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know.
You know, it's shock stuff. It's keeping them in the news, so it is working.
And
But
then
like,
parents
it's
are
wild.
like, children shouldn't be seeing this, and you're like, okay, then turn the TV off.
Yeah, seriously,
Right.
right? For your
Put
kids.
on Horton Hears a Who.
Yeah, do what you got to
You
do.
fucking
man.
idiots.
Put them out in
Lock
the
the
yard.
channel because you can nowadays. Also, if you're gonna be watching kids shows, I heard that there's a hot teacher named Mrs. Applebottom on
Or up.
on Coco Melon. Coco Melon.
Hey, that was a crazy outfit he had there, though. That black one that was all bulbous.
Shout out Sam Smith.
But yeah, liking the music though. But yeah, he's getting sketchy.
Mrs. Appleberry.
But I was like, Mrs. Applebottom. That's kind of too on the nose.
Yeah, right?
Look, I found her doing stuff.
Yeah. What is this, Mike? What
get
is
rid
this?
of this.
No, it's okay. Only one
Mike.
perk of the show is Miss Appleberry.
On Super Bowl Sunday.
He still could be challenged by Kansas.
Yeah, that's gonna be challenged. That's gonna be challenged for sure.
Yeah, dude, they got to they got to sell just the right amount of commercials. Hey, have you guys ever seen the one time Will Ferrell did the really small market commercial in Super Bowl?
It sounds
that?
like something he would do. I can't quite remember it though. Yeah.
They you know how sometimes, depending on the market you're in, you're seeing a different commercial.
Mm-hmm.
And this beer
Nice.
company.
So I wonder who's it. Oh, I do remember. What was that
It might
beer?
be even like Pabst or something. Just to go viral. They just put it in the smallest market they could find.
It was like Old Milwaukee.
Okay.
Old Milwaukee, I believe.
And it's just a Will Ferrell commercial that like only a small number of people saw, but then they put it on the internet later.
Yeah.
But they're like,
yeah.
wait a minute, I didn't see this.
Yeah, I think it's that Old Milwaukee. Won the Super Bowl? What?
Is it a Boston-based agency?
That sounds about right. Yeah,
Probably. It was a
play that.
marketing
I'm sure we're
stunt.
allowed to play that.
It was a marketing stunt where they got away with spending the least amount of money for a Super Bowl commercial and getting the same amount of potential out of it.
He's
Because this
so
was
funny.
right when Super Bowl commercials were dying, because they're dead now. It's a waste of money to buy a Super Bowl commercial. You can buy a TikTok ad for way cheaper and get way more. Yeah, this is it.
This is
Okay,
great.
yeah, I forgot. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I love Will, man.
Yeah, it's a super low budget thing, just played in some.
He's walking through like soybean field.
Yeah, weird, right?
He's a soy boy.
What's he gonna do? Crack out Old Milwaukee?
Yep. This is used in a lot of memes too.
Is that what happened? Is that what happens? In the
Maybe that's awesome.
Old milk whip.
But you ever seen those memes where it's like the wife's like, "Honey, can you?" and then it has like a dash, like it's getting cut off, and it's just him cracking that beer.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, obviously not. I'm drinking. Obviously not. We drinking here, right, boys?
Yeah, I've been watching a ton of Family Guy, and those are half the jokes. She's like, "We're going to dinner with my family," and it cuts him like dressed up to go fishing. He's like, "Oh."
That's a good one. I do. remember that.
Dude, good stuff. I love that show. Sometimes they cut to like a musical number. They kind of lose me for a little bit though.
Yeah, I mean, those musical numbers are hard to bear sometimes, but Seth MacFarlane is talented. Can't deny it. Can't deny it. He knows a musical.
They did a thing recently. I was watching. It was Stewie just doing a complete Bryan Adams music video.
They really do that.
Oh,
yeah.
Go full video. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I hate that song.
They redo that one too.
That one's
They
rough.
do a lot. Yeah, they definitely do that one.
I'm telling you, they still got it though. They still got it. They're still following that formula.
Yeah, Mike and I actually watched the latest episode the other night, and it was pretty good. It was a Valentine's Day
Nice.
episode.
Still making me laugh.
Yeah, what do shows like that need to do? Just get on Netflix, honestly.
It's on Hulu. It just sucks. You got to pay $15 for that,
Yeah.
and then you're paying $12 for an HBO, and then you got $15.
I
for
got Hulu,
Netflix.
though. I do got Hulu. So, I don't know. Something about it. Something about going to Family Guy and watching the latest episode just doesn't thrill me for some reason. But I love Family Guy. But I should go check it out.
Yeah, I I bought Hulu, and I was like, I'll do the $9 one with ads. I think that lasted about 8 minutes.
You can't have ads.
As soon as the second ad came on, I was like, nope, just go to account, upgrade account. I
Yeah.
can't watch that fucking. And it was playing the same ad as it did the first ad break.
Oh, yeah. They give you those ads. They batter you with those ads over and over and
Same
over
one.
again.
And I was like, I'm not doing this. And I was like, upgrade account.
Yeah,
I can't do it. I was like, you can take my fucking firstborn to not watch these
Yeah.
ads again.
Yeah, literally, that's a free trial out there so I could watch the Super Bowl.
What's it on?
YouTube TV. Go on the old
Nice.
14-day free
YouTube.
trial.
You better hurry up and cancel that because it's going to charge you $96. When
It is. Yep, it is. It's really high. So I guess it's like supposed to be cable. So I guess that makes
You
sense.
get a lot from it. It's
Yeah.
awesome. If you're going to get TV, it's better to just do that than get
Exactly. So that's why. So and it actually is 64 right now.
cable. Yes. That's
so
great.
not bad. But I thought, damn, I thought it would be maybe 35, but I forgot. No, cable used to be like 250 and shit like that.
Yeah,
And-
cable companies sometimes
Mm-hmm.
will can hook you up with a deal with your internet, and then when that deal wears out, they're totally boning you, and then you call to cancel it, and they're like, "No, we'll give you that deal price again." And you're like, "I'll just stay with it." And then you're just like, "What am I doing?
Mhm.
I'm watching Animal Planet."
Yeah, you get everything, man. You get everything.
On what?
I'm looking at YouTube TV.
Yeah, it's good. It's great, and it's just feels like
It's good and
Better.
great. You said
I said it was good, but I actually upgraded it to great after that. Actually, thank you.
it's good and also great.
That random ass website, what's it called? CNET rated it #1 best streaming.
That's not a random ass website. That's a tried and true website.
That's Kelly Blue Book of
'Cause
the
it's been
internet.
around for a while. That's CNET.
Yeah, that's
Is that
like
what it's
a-
called? CNET?
Yeah, you go there for
Yeah.
all sorts of tech reviews.
Yeah, yeah.
Hardware, software.
Tech reviews, software reviews.
Is Mike mocking me?
No.
I'm gonna come over there.
He's
That's
just an
the
Adam
first time I-
Sandler
That's the
character.
first time I'm going to leave my frame and enter his.
Hey, you said you liked Hulu. You got New King of the Hill coming at you
Same
soon.
frame, buddy. Same frame, buddy.
Dude, why are they bringing back King of the Hill? Why do they think that's necessary?
Is it
Because
relevant?
people like it. That's Troy's
Make-
favorite show.
Something new.
Yeah, seriously. That
I mean, that's all I got to say. Make something new.
it's like,
It's just going to disappoint everyone.
yeah. What if Mike Judge tried to make
Alternative.
something new? What would that look like? You think in this day and age?
Beavis Butthead.
Yeah, they brought that back. I guess that was pretty good.
Is that being brought back, or is that brought back?
They brought it back.
So it's back. It's like
I didn't watch it,
they're
but I think
churning out
people liked it.
episodes.
They were.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Mike Judge
And
is
they
a
made a
legend.
movie.
I mean, yeah, holy shit. I mean, it's coming back too.
Yeah, and then you know how they used to watch music videos on Beavis and Butthead, and they would be like watching music videos and making fun of them. And on this, they were watching like reality TV. They were watching like Jersey Shore or whatever instead,
I remember actually now that you mentioned that, seeing that.
because there's no music videos on TV anymore.
Snooki wants schmoosh schmoosh. Remember that?
That was pretty fucking epic when they did that to her on South
South
Park.
Park. Yes.
They turned her
Made her a little like gremlin creature.
Yeah, and she had a really good reaction to it. She was like, "Fuck yeah, I made it."
Exactly. Yeah. Just that's the only way to really handle that.
Yeah, you really got to own that.
Mhm.
Or is that the right word?
I saw a thumbnail the other
Accept
day
that.
that was like South Park gives it to Kanye again, but I didn't click on it.
Good for you. Don't fall for that shit. It's probably not true.
But like, they got new episodes on whatever that platform is, but I don't think I have that anymore.
Paramount Plus, maybe?
Yeah, Paramount
I
Plus.
think I probably have that too. I'm broke.
Hey, check out those new South Parks. And that's another thing. For some reason, those new episodes don't seem thrilling to me right now. Who knows why?
New South Park?
Yeah, they got new South Park.
Right, yeah. They were pretty good. They got really self-aware with saying they kind of lost themselves. Have we talked about this?
Yeah, that was funny. I remember you telling me about that.
They're like, yeah, we kind of lost
No,
ourselves
but
with that
honestly,
whole Tegrity Farms thing.
Tegrity
right?
Farms was a good bit. Tegrity. Everyone likes saying Tegrity.
But I'm pretty sure they just moved back home and we're like, that was crazy. We really lost our shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did go on a whole weird thing. You're like, wow, they're really going in on this. They're going to
Yeah.
make this a standing staple
Yeah, I'm
type
pretty sure
thing.
the last new episodes I remember watching is him feuding with the Tolkiens across the street.
The Tolkien.
No, that's not the
Oh,
name.
yeah. They say the
Tolkien.
Tolkiens.
Their last name is Black, actually, because his name is
Oh.
Tolkien Black.
Tolkien Black. Weird.
Yeah.
Not Token, but Tolkien.
After J.R. What's his
Yes,
name again?
J.R.R. Tolkien.
R.R.
Didn't the guy that made Fast and the Furious compare himself to Tolkien? Can you look that up?
Man.
Didn't he say like it's hard owning a universe?
So, like George R.R. and J.R.R. really got the same kind of flow. You think he did that on purpose? Because isn't George R.R. Martin? Am I tripping? Is that the guy who did Game of Thrones?
No, you're fucking nailing it. But how have I never noticed that before?
That's
What-
weird. It's like
What?
the same cadence. Wait, so it's George R.R. what?
Martin.
And then same fucking.
That's the same amount of syllables. Holy shit.
Isn't there a thing like this? People with a certain amount of syllables get famous or something like that? There's like a weird like cult thing.
Brittany Spears. J.R.R.R. Tolkien. Wow.
And then like you know who Aleister Crowley is?
Yeah, the fucking Satanist guy.
Yeah, something about what he said. He changed his name to Aleister Crowley because there was a certain amount of syllables and he would get successful.
You think that's who you're basing your shit off of?
Hey man, I'm throwing it out there. It's a pod, man. Talk about it. It's a pod. Toss it
I'm
out.
just joking, man. Wait, what were you looking up?
Who's the guy who created Cthulhu?
Who knows what?
What were you looking up before that? Come on.
No,
We were talking about
oh
something.
no, I'll tell you what. Actor Vin Diesel has commented and compared
Yeah.
his Fast and
Yeah.
Furious. Is it his franchise?
Hey, he's got more movies than he's got books.
Okay, so anyway, it's not like the director's saying it, but he's saying that his movies. He says Diesel says it has become difficult to expand the mythology of the Fast and Furious franchise.
They got a
Not
new one coming
unlike
out.
how Diesel believes that Tolkien must have had a difficult time expanding the Lord of the Rings universe. Here's a quote. You know what gets harder? The work off screen, the thinking, the expanding. There's a reason why Tolkien stopped writing after a while. That's it. He is comparing. But Tolkien wrote a whole language.
Yeah.
He wrote Elvish.
He didn't just jump cars over
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, come on, man.
What if the cars are in a volcano this time? And then the next time they're in an ice thing.
They could always go to space again. That's always cool. That's always cool.
Did they go to space
They
once?
went to space, right? Right?
kidding
Yeah.
me.
I think they did. Or they're going to space in this next one.
Did they drive a car in space?
And they just showed a commercial
awesome.
on the Super Bowl second on the Super Bowl.
I mean, that drive was sustained because of a couple really nice plays.
Oh, that
I
drive
bet.
was sustained because of a couple really nice plays.
So
That's
you
good.
missed some good plays if you're tuned in right now.
Yeah. Wow.
You gotta love it. Something reminds when we talk about the Tolkien stuff. It reminds me of H.P. Lovecraft, J.R. Tolkien, H.P. Lovecraft, the guy who created
A bunch of monsters.
yeah. I can never say Cthulhu. Cthulhu.
Did he make that?
Yeah.
That's why they.
Or he at least gave it.
Anytime there's a movie and it's like a nondescript monster that no one's ever seen before, it doesn't look like anything. They just say that's a Lovecraftian monster.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a-
Lovecraftian.
it's
So that
just a-
means World of Warcraft?
Like from the mist almost, from the monsters from the mist, like tentacly weird beings.
Yeah, anything that's just like
Are
a
you sure,
monster.
guys? Are you
Well,
sure?
sometimes like little furry balls too. Didn't you make something like that one time? Like a little furry creature that killed you. I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know
No.
where I'm remembering. I'm remembering that from one of those. What's his name? Not Robert Rodriguez. Come on, help me out here on Netflix. Guillermo
fuck.
del Toro.
Yes.
Where
His
he has a really good one in there where there's like a well and a bunch of monsters come out, and I saw them described as Lovecraftian.
The Cabinet of
monsters.
Curiosities.
Yeah, and one of
Oh,
those.
yeah.
I've only seen 2 and they're both good.
Oh, there's one with a lady who works in a bank and she doesn't fit in with all the people she works with. And all the people she works with use this lotion. So she orders the lotion and it starts to change her.
Creepy.
Oh God.
I don't
Evil
want to give it
Lotion?
away
Haven't
too
seen
much.
that one yet,
It's,
so
dude,
that's
it's
good.
And she orders a case of it and it's in her basement and it's crazy.
He did the most recent Pinocchio, too. How creepy is that?
I bet that's really. I don't want to watch that.
It's
then.
good though. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, and like the imagery is really
Unsettling,
weird.
right?
It's like stop motion or claymation or
It's
something.
like the step above claymation. It's like mini animatronic motion, molded clay, mixed media. It's awesome. But listen to this Lovecraft quote. That's really cool to me.
All right.
Go on.
I'm gonna do it in my cool voice.
Yeah, can we get the music or no?
Yeah, we can bullshit for a second while I find some
yeah.
thunder.
Get the coffee shop.
Martin
Take us back to the
Starr.
coffee shop. Do it poetry style.
Martin Starr is in that episode I was talking about. You know Martin Starr?
Man, who is Martin Starr? Because I know Martin Starr.
He's in Freaks and Geeks and he's in Knocked Up.
So he's in that crew. Who is he then? I definitely know him then.
I'll pull it up. On my
Martin
phone.
Starr. So he's in the Apatow crew.
Yeah, but he plays the lady who's addicted to the lotion's wife.
My name is Martin Starr. You're gonna be a star one day.
Ooh, rainy, stormy sounds at sea.
All right.
Mike's stepping it
This
up
guy.
a notch. That guy's name is Martin Starr. Had no idea.
Really?
He's-
My favorite thing he does in Freaks and Geeks is they're all writing their name on a piece of paper to see, and they're drawing their name out of the thing to see who does something bad, and he spits on his and before he puts it in the paper, so he knows not to pick it because it's wet.
It's raining in here.
Okay, nice,
That's
nice.
smart, right?
Yeah. And I like him in Party Down.
Yeah.
Now you're talking my language.
He eats a grilled cheese in an episode of Freaks and Geeks that if you play that episode of Freaks and Geeks and he makes that grilled cheese, I stop and make a fucking grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Because that grilled cheese in that episode of Freaks and Geeks,
The best.
yeah,
It's brown.
it's like a commercial for a grilled cheese. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
I just want to
Buttery,
eat
it's
a grilled
crispy.
cheese. Look at grilled cheese stuff now. You know?
What were you doing? I can't even remember now.
It's just a small poem.
Oh, okay, another poem. Nice.
That
This
is
is
not dead, which can eternal lie, and with strange aeons, even death may die.
Very good.
That is not dead, which can eternal lie.
Oh my God, is he?
If something can be in the ground long enough that it's still there and not all the way decomposed, it's not really dead. That's what I understand from it.
Okay, now he's doing a little
What do you understand from that?
breakdown. You know what? I
That
can't
is
pay
not
attention.
dead, which
pay
can
attention.
eternal lie. If it can eternally lie. Oh my God, no, never mind. Doesn't make sense. And with strange
That man
aeons.
was high as hell. That man was
know-
on ether.
If we're going to decipher it, give it to me one more time, Mike. I'm going to pay attention.
That is not dead, which can eternal lie. And with strange aeons, even death may die.
Can we get a pause there?
All
With
right,
strange
that's
what?
tough.
Aeons, like with a long amount of time.
Eons.
Yeah, it's like a King Jamesian eons.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
Hey, fun little poem, though. Maybe it's just a thinker because death may die, then nothing dies. That's weird. Can death die? Can death die?
That for some reason that made me think of the Lighthouse. Is that what that's called?
Wow, I haven't seen that still either.
You haven't?
Nope.
You would like that, dude. You would like that.
That looks trippy.
It's good. You'd like it. You'd like it.
The main character used to be a logger up in Canada.
I like a good lager, but tonight I'm drinking a porter. y'all.
Nice, but they and they talk about how they used to take these huge trees and cut them down and float them down the river to get them to the destination. You know, no trucks.
Oh
So they
yeah,
just cut the tree down, toss it in the fucking river.
like a bunch of beavers, man. Seriously, have some respect.
You ever seen a beaver?
Have you? Yeah, at the zoo, I think they're big.
Nice. Sometimes the beaver you gotta dig through the bush to see the beaver.
I can read the
Nice
synopsis
beaver.
of the Lighthouse. It's a few paragraphs.
From the Naked
Oh,
Gun.
cool. Is it gonna spoil anything?
Yeah, I'm 100%. We'll spoil the movie.
Do you want the lighthouse spoiled?
That's what we do. Go for it. Yeah, I want it.
This is going to be decently long of
He,
a
fuck,
read.
he fucks a
Oh,
mermaid.
wow.
Oh, I thought you said it was a
Give
few
me a
sentences.
quick one. Give me.
It's a
quick
few
one.
paragraphs.
Nah, I don't read it then.
There's a lighthouse, and he was in it, and then it was like it was a different time period. What could it be? Is it a twisty? Is it twisty?
It's two dudes on a rock that run out of alcohol and go crazy.
Run out. So they are withdrawing together.
They start drinking, what is it, kerosene or something?
I don't know if they drink the kerosene. Do
Not
they?
kerosene. They're drinking something that's not liquor.
And that's what they did down those in the South. Those hillbillies would drink that kerosene sometimes, right? People do that actually in history. Kerosene.
With no alcohol left, they start drinking a concoction of turpentine and honey.
Turpentine and honey.
Turpentine. Now that's for wounds mainly, right? What was turpentine?
They went crazy on that. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, they go crazy drinking the turpentine.
Nice. That's some old school shit. What was that? Like based in the 1850s?
I couldn't answer that.
Yeah.
Did it say on there, Mikey?
1890s New England.
Wow.
A man arrives on a small rocky island far off the coast. First 4-week stint as a wickie, a lighthouse keeper. He's like doing
It's only
like
a month they're out there?
changing chamber ponts and maintaining the
tough.
machinery and stuff.
Lighthouse, man. Tough out there. Tough up there.
Yeah,
Bright. It's bright. It's bright, dude.
Yeah, the William H. Macy won't let him up to the top.
William H. Macy.
Yeah. That's who it is, right?
Yeah, that's another name that sounds so familiar, but who is that?
He's fucking the Green Goblin.
What? That's
What?
not William H. Macy. That
Defoe.
is Defoe. Willem Defoe.
Who's
H-
William H. Macy?
Yeah, that's a
Fargo.
name, though. That's a name.
Fargo.
Are they both named William?
Gotta
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
It's not Henry H. Macy?
Oh, and then it's the
Yeah.
guy, Daniel Radcliffe. Is that Daniel Radcliffe?
No, but good guess.
Dude, we don't know anybody's name.
Welcome to E Network, guys.
It's Robert Pattinson and
Look at
William.
this. Robert Pattinson and Daniel Radcliffe.
They're close.
They're totally interchangeable, dude. I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
give a
They're
shit.
so close.
Yeah, one's a sparkling vampire and one's Harry Potter.
Yeah, they're
Damn.
both.
They're interchangeable.
Damn. Radcliffe was Weird Al. And,
I like those movies. I'm just kidding.
I got the Weird Al movie on Roku. Still haven't watched that.
Mike's like, don't you talk shit about Twilight.
The new Weird Al
you like it?
are old.
He's got that movie, and it's only on Roku. Isn't that weird?
AHF.
It's only on one.
Only on Roku Ultra. He has a brand new movie out.
So I gotta go buy a TV from Walmart to watch this
Yes,
shit?
you do. Yes, you do. Or a little cube from somewhere. I don't know.
No one wants to watch
I
Weird
used
Al
to have a
movie.
Roku.
Just saw a DSN Sports Network ad on the Super Bowl, so that's cool.
Somebody die?
Local ad. No, they're just like advertising their cool shit.
Wouldn't it be cool if like something happened and they had to sacrifice somebody
On
I
what?
wonder why that would have to happen.
on the Super Bowl? I don't know. I would watch it then.
Like, yeah, that'd be cool. Like in the middle of the field.
Yeah, some sort of. There's a flag on the play.
Sounds like something you do in the halftime show. Like Beyonce comes out and sacrifices a fan. Blood ritual.
Would she smother them with their ass, and then they're the real winner? Then,
Hey,
right?
crazy in love style.
Rihanna sparks pregnancy rumors during Super Bowl 2023
I thought she looked pregnant too. In
halftime
my head,
show.
I was like, "Is she pregnant? She looks fat. Was she pregnant? Is she? Is
Did
that
she
old
just
news?
have a kid?
I don't know.
She just had a kid, right?
That's why I didn't even say anything. But I was thinking the same thing. She looks like she's got a pooch,
She's got pouchy pouch.
pouch or a pooch or a
Maybe
pouch.
she's been drinking a lot of vodka sodas.
Probably.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
That's going to help her. You know, stay away from the porters, Rihanna.
I liked this one. The Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars year. That shit
Bruno
was-
Mars was great.
That was sick.
Was that what, all three?
They were there.
That's
Coldplay?
wild. I mean, Coldplay rocks the house.
Dude, I saw Coldplay at the Merriweather Post Pavilion
But that was fun.
when X and Y had just came out.
Oh,
Their big song was the song where he takes the light and throws it. Remember that song?
I don't remember any X and Y.
speed of sound or no?
No, I'll have to pull it up. What was that song called?
Last year's Super Bowl show was freaking all the West Coast rappers, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Pretty bad.
Hey, 50 Cent was there though.
They were there. That's about all they were. There. Mary J. Blige. Where was Little Kim though?
So I saw
She's East
Coldplay
Coast. Sorry.
in 2005. And the big song was I Will Try to Fix You. Remember that song?
That was in Wedding
Remember that
Crashers? Was that in the Wedding Crashers?
Fix You.
There you go.
Fix You. Yeah, that's the last song they played.
That's a great.
And it was epic.
Yeah, that's great stuff. They're one of like 6 groups that have accumulated $1 billion through touring.
I remember I was like 15 and I had just started smoking weed, but I didn't bring weed with me, and I kept trying to get weed from people. They were like, no.
That'd be a good ecstasy one too.
Yeah, I didn't know what ecstasy was.
Yeah.
Fix You is like #1 on their songs.
Is it?
Really on Spotify?
Yeah.
Or like where are you checking that?
It was, dude, it was really,
Doesn't it kick in at the end? It's like
Yeah,
with
it
a
was-
lot.
Yeah, it was
That's
really.
how they do it, man.
It's an
Man,
epic
it's like
ending.
kill it.
An
Gospel
epic
song.
ending to the concert was that song.
It's almost a gospel. They do it a lot in worship music.
They
Yeah.
did this thing where like
it's worse. The drum parts are worship part.
they took down a lot of the lights, and then this light dropped down to him, and he took it and swung it, like threw it and swung it. That was like his thing for that song. It was like in the music video or something.
Did he release the Meteor?
I don't know. They just threw a light.
Yeah. What are some of their big plays? Fix You. Or wait, are these all their hits?
Yeah, go ahead, read them.
Yellow. Viva La Vida. I remember Clocks was good, right?
Yeah, a lot of these songs weren't out when I went to
Him
see
for
them,
the
which was
Weekend.
great, thank God.
Skyfall. You have Skyfall.
Yeah, when I saw them, they were playing like Clocks and Yellow and all that shit.
I don't know a Sky Full of Stars at all. I definitely don't know Christmas.
Oh, that
Lights.
Sky Full of Song.
I think
Star
him,
song
is Him for
sucks.
the Weekend the real good one, man. I think they're closing that one out on a banger.
Him for
Wait,
the Weekend.
Sky Full of Stars is actually great.
Mhm.
I've been to a bunch of EDM shows where I'm like really fucked up, and they play that, and I'm like, this rules.
Yes, the good.
Is that a song with somebody like an EDM artist or something?
They probably
like
use a
Marshmello or
lot.
something?
Yeah, they probably use a lot of Coldplay vocals because how could you
know.
not?
I don't think it is. I think it's their song and then it got remixed.
A lot of EDM artists play this.
Hardwell remix.
Yeah, that's it.
Holy
that's it.
shit.
That is it. Hardwell at Tomorrow World playing that.
Hardwell.
It
We
was
can't hear that.
It was the
right
year
now.
he won #1 DJ in DJ Mag.
Hey, you know who DJ'd the Super Bowl?
Who?
DJ Snake.
Today?
Where?
Just earlier,
That's awesome.
like all the pregame and everything.
Wow,
He's
man.
like,
Number
"Come
one,
on, come on, come
number
on, come
one Tomorrow World memories. DJ
Man.
Snake set.
I like his style. Yep,
So good.
you get a lot of good stuff with him.
So
There's
good.
insane videos somewhere of us in the crowd and the Maryland flag waving right in front of him because Mike went front row center with that shit,
Yeah,
waving it right in front of DJ Snake.
yeah. You always had that nice tall Maryland flag.
And Keys and Crates came on right after him, dude.
Keys and Crates. I forgot about those boys.
And Mike was so fucked up. And I was like, Mike, this is the Dum De Dum guys. And Mike was like, oh my God. Because we love that Dum De Dum song. Remember that?
Yeah.
Dum, dum, dum.
Nice. Yeah.
And they played that last. And they were fun because they had a drummer and a keyboardist and everything
Yep.
on stage.
That's a good live show.
Was a drummer
And keyboard. That's what I remember.
and then somebody just on the turntables because there's 3 dudes.
Yeah, turntable guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What year was DJ Snake at Tomorrow World?
Probably 5
15?
or 6. Yep.
I looked it up and it
Was it the
15 or 16.
frame stage?
He's probably always there, right? I don't know.
Yeah, well, no, it only happened twice in America, or thrice.
Exactly. 3
So
times.
It's
only
all
twice.
it's all showing Tomorrowland, even though I'm typing world.
Yeah. It's hard to find Tomorrow World stuff sometimes. It's a forgotten thing. that
Here
we
it is,
were a
though.
Part of.
Here it is, though. And the Maryland flag is. We're never gonna be able to find it. It's up there, though.
Nice. I've always thought about bringing this to the club, man. I like this song.
With
Bodies.
Yeah.
What's he play after this? It goes into something awesome.
I'm skipping in. I don't care. I just want to see our flag so I can say it's us. Too bad though.
Dude, I'm getting the itch. We got to go back to something.
We're so
ASAP.
far up that you can't tell.
A rave would be fun.
Rave with me.
Where's the
Shave
rave?
with me.
What rave is the rave? What's the go-to
Just
rave?
go to Moonrise.
Shit.
I mean, yeah, anything would work, right? So
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Do the easy one. Do the easy one.
Exactly.
Go to Moonrise. Stay in Baltimore Hotel.
Yes.
Whatever.
Take some.
questionable substances.
Yeah. I think there's a foolproof way to test for fentanyl now. You have to take like your whole. Should I say this? Is
You
this a
put it
safety
in your
thing?
penis hole.
Yeah, you give it to Mike first. We talked about this.
Oh yeah. No, but like
He'll eat any drugs.
say you buy a bag of powdered MDMA or crystalled MDMA or whatever. You can take a scoop out of it and test that scoop and be like, oh, there's no fentanyl in it, but there's fentanyl hiding over on the other side of the bag, you know,
What?
and it can kill you.
Yeah, you don't want.
So what
any.
you have to do is you have to dissolve the whole shit in the water. Have we talked about this already?
No.
That sounds like an
You
extra.
have to
This
dissolve-
sounds wild.
You have to dissolve the whole shit in the water, or like distilled water, and then that will dissolve the fentanyl if it's in there into the water, and then you can test any bit of the water, and then that's how you foolproof test for fentanyl. You test a water that your whole
Nice.
stash is dissolved into. Then you have to dry it back out.
Or you can just drink the water. That
yeah,
work?
it's harder to dose, I guess.
If you got Molly, it'd be kind of cool, right?
Can we show?
I'm not an expert at this, but I've heard that before.
You put a little liquid IV in there afterwards.
Because I'm scared to take street drugs. So I'm scared I'm going to get overdosed on fentanyl somehow.
Seriously, right?
We just
You know
got to
what?
find somebody that's got some Adderall.
You'd probably end up just really liking it, you know. So
Or overdose and die.
or that. Yeah.
I saw a video on the internet today that was a dude who had a drug dealer tied up in his house,
Yeah, this is a
Damn.
crazy video.
and he was like, it was like a white boy with like little braids started.
He cut off all his
He
braids.
had them all cut off, and he was like, "What's your name, first and last?" And he was like, "What?" He told his name, and he was like, What'd you do?" He's like, "I sold fentanyl."
He said,
Oh, okay.
I sold fake pills.
And he's like, and he's like, "Name the man who died." He had to name him, and he's like, "And what are you gonna?" And he's like, "You're not." And he's like, "What are we gonna do if you go and tell the cops?" He's like, "Kill me." He's like, "Nah, dog, we don't gotta kill you. We got a federal offense." But he pointed a gun real quick, like he made sure the gun was seen on the internet.
Wow.
It was kind of like assholey.
No,
But he was
hey,
it was street justice.
He's playing with lives. Like,
You
why
killed
is
my
he
boy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was so chill. It was so cool.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, dude.
That is cool.
There was someone else tied up in the background too.
And no one else is going to do anything about it. So, yep.
Drive him out to
Exactly.
the middle of the woods and like leave him there. But then
My favorite Breaking Bad scenes when they drive Saul out in the middle of nowhere, and he's like, "Ignacio, I'm sorry." They think he thinks he's drug out there for some other reason. He's like, you're not with Ernesto or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It really does show you, like, are the cops doing enough when, like, that guy's like, yeah, I wanted to get him. I got him. I got him.
well,
You
drug
know?
dealers like there's a code of like
Mhm.
the cops. We don't involve
Well,
the cops.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
so
they-
then you sell bad drugs. Like you are opening yourself up to street justice.
yeah, no one's gonna
Care.
be like, no one's gonna be like, oh, this guy died. Philip over here died from the pills he got from Robert.
Mhm. Yeah. I get,
They're not gonna be like, I'm gonna call the police on Robert. They're gonna
So
be like,
it's
I'm
an-
gonna go to Robert's house.
at the end of the day, it's an intel thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
they
just that
know.
They know more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and that's why I don't get like good drug dealers sell good drugs.
Well, Kansas City is
Not
up by
fake
1.
drugs.
And like the thing is, you always wonder, like, you're gonna get weed that's laced with coke or whatever, and you're like, why would they put expensive ass coke on this cheap ass weed? I never get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
going on?
Yeah, I really don't get it.
Even the fentanyl thing, I don't get it. It's like, don't you just want to have a good product, y'all? Come on now. Don't you want to just have the best coke possible?
You would think.
You would think. Like, honest to God, not even joking.
I'm
Yeah.
scared to do coke. I haven't done coke in years. I mean, ever. But because I'm scared there's going to be fentanyl in it.
Man, you know what I love thinking about? Just the early days of Coca-Cola and the fact that it was coca leaf,
They still
Which
put coca leaf in it.
but it was like the pure coca leaf with like the cocaine and wine. And the very first edition of it was just wine and cocaine, basically. What
That's
a drink!
awesome.
What a drink! Think
They,
about that shit.
Isn't Coca-Cola like the number one proprietor of like coca leaves? Did
Yep.
they get them from somebody that makes cocaine?
Number one proprietor of medical cocaine, which gets turned into all sorts of drugs.
Yeah.
Because they got to do something with it, so they give it to medical, I guess, hospitals.
Yeah, because they still use coke for some stuff, right?
Yeah, I guess you can make morphine out of it, maybe, or something like that.
What was the stuff we talked about it last week where I had that sinus surgery, and before she would go up there to inspect me, just like on my regular visits before the surgery, she would shove this metal rod up there and like look around. But before she would do that, I would snort something, in water and snort something in water and then snort something else afterwards. And then my nose was numb as shit. And it felt like
Yo.
your face felt like you'd done a line or whatever. But I didn't get the uppity feeling. It was kind of like, it was not Novocaine. It was something cane.
Lidocaine.
Is that it?
That's what numbing tattoo numbing cream is.
But
Made
man,
of.
I snorted this shit. Made me feel great.
Like cocaine bear.
Yummy, yummy.
Yeah,
Felt
maybe,
like him.
maybe she did give me a little Coke. Maybe she was a nice lady and she was just like, yeah, there you go, buddy.
Cocaine?
Anyone got any interest in seeing that movie, Cocaine Bear?
We're going to
I
see
don't
it.
even know anything about it.
It's a new movie. I think it's out or
I
almost
feel
out.
like that's the downfall of cinema. Cocaine Bear.
Yeah. Apparently, it's a true story though.
That's
No,
so
yeah,
stupid.
it's based off that time in the 70s or 80s where they threw coke off a plane, like a drug smuggler. It's true. And there's still this taxidermied bear to this day that's moved around a couple places in the Midwest to like a mall and like a shopping center. And he's Cocaine Bear. He got into the stash and ate like, no exaggeration. I'm
They
just
said
gonna
his
say,
stomach was full of it.
yeah, he was
Something like
packed full of
Yeah.
cocaine
But
because
did
he
it kill him?
Yeah, he ended up dying,
Yeah.
but he went on a little bit of a bender before that. I don't
that.
think
He
he
went
killed
on a
anybody.
rager.
Yeah, Ray Liotta is dead, but in this movie, by the way.
What?
Ray Liotta, who is dead, is in this movie.
Oh man, he's in a lot of quirky. That must have been the last one. Holy shit, he really just squeaked that one.
He
in
filmed
there,
this shit probably in like 2013 or something.
didn't he? Yeah.
Not really, but Cocaine Bear, true story. How much? Oh my God. The total amount of cocaine eaten was 75 pounds, valued at $2 million. He ate 75 pounds of cocaine, a giant bear. A giant bear.
How many?
75 pounds was eaten.
What the fuck of powder? Like what possessed him to even do that? Did it smell like food? Do you think?
On
Like
December
I'm thinking it had to have smelled like food or something.
Yeah. No, he started feeling
Well, he
crazy
liked
from
it.
the
He
drugs.
He tried a little bit and then he liked it.
On December 23rd, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation reported finding a dead black bear that had eaten the cocaine from the containers. The total amount of cocaine eaten was 75 pounds, 34 kilos, valued at $2 million. On September 11th, 1985, former American narcotics officer and Kentucky-based drug smuggler, former narcotics officer, was trafficking cocaine from Colombia into the United States.
Former drug and current cop, or former cop, current
former
drug?
cop, current drug.
Wow,
So the
you don't see
government-
that one every day.
The government gave drugs to another black person.
Hey, yep.
It was
Another.
a bear. Black bear. Sorry.
I didn't see where you were going with that.
After dropping off a shipment in Blairsville, Georgia, Thornton and an accomplice departed in an autopiloted Cessna 404. En route, the duo dropped a load of 40 plastic containers of cocaine into the wilderness before abandoning the plane above Knoxville. Thornton was instantly killed in the evacuation when his parachute failed to open. According to the FBI, Thornton dumped their cargo due to the weight being too heavy in flight.
This is all fishy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds like a really bumpy flight, guys.
real drug smugglers know how much drugs they can smuggle on the plane. Bumpy turbulence.
Turbulence.
Exactly.
Cessnas are little shitty planes, though.
Yeah, but an autopiloted Cessna.
I have played enough Microsoft Flight Simulator. I
Really?
bet I could get one of those bitches off the ground.
Wow. You played that a lot?
Not a lot. enough, and that's the one they teach you to fly in.
I bet you could,
That's
though. How hard could it be? Yeah, driving a car, and we've been doing that for how long?
Yeah, you just got to know about the pitch and shit.
Just how do you get it up? How do you get the car up? You know, that's all you got to learn. now.
Landing it might be a little iffy. It might not fly again after
You might
I,
skip it. I might skip it across the ground.
Check out the bear, though.
That's cool. It's got a K for cocaine.
He's in the Kentucky Fun Mall.
And that's the cocaine bear. And he ate 75 pounds of cocaine.
75.
And that'll do it. That'll do
Good for
it.
him. That's like remember that hole documentary you watched, Mike, where the guy got trapped in the hole?
Oh, my God. I love that.
And they put his body on display over and over again and it kept getting stolen.
Oh, my God. I forgot about that.
Yeah, at the end, his body kept getting stolen
Why?
because
People were like, he wasn't even trapped down there.
he was.
Yeah, but some people
What
made...
the fuck? I've never heard of this.
There was a
one.
man trapped in a hole for a week at least in like the
Yikes.
19-somethings with no electricity.
It was like the biggest non-wartime news story between World War I and World War II
Mm-hmm.
because there was nothing going on. It was just this dude trapped in a cave in like West Virginia or Kentucky or something.
Wow.
And it's all these people coming to rescue him, and it turned into like a festival outside because he was stuck down there.
And
for
they
so
couldn't
long.
get him out. All those people couldn't get him out.
No,
That's what's tripping me out.
they
How-
tried really shitty methods for too long.
Yeah,
Their last method was to dig straight down to him, but if they had done that from the get go, they would have got him.
exactly dig a staircase or something. Like you got to start somewhere. I don't know.
He had climbed so deep into this cave where there was like this crack,
Okay, yeah.
so tiny that like 80% or something, or even more of that of the people who went to rescue him were like got to that crack and were like, "Ooh, never mind."
yeah.
What do they call it? The
So this
turnaway
guy,
zone?
Yeah, the turnaround room.
He
They-
really was insane then. Wow.
You've got to watch this. It's called Man in Cave by internet historian. He's
yeah,
not.
It's amazing.
Wow.
Have you ever seen Brad's wife?
Nope.
Holy shit. Brad's wife was a lady who worked for Cracker Barrel and got fired after 11 years of service.
11 years of service.
11 years of service.
Come
And this
on,
dude, he
man.
comes home. She comes home and tells her husband about it, and he gets all mad and posts on Facebook about it. And for some reason,
Why did you fire my
yeah, he comments on Cracker Barrel like, "Why'd you fire my wife?" and shit. And people latched onto it, like being like, "Yeah, why'd you fire this guy's wife?" And to this day, if you go to Cracker Barrel's Facebook, pull it up.
What?
I
do you-
guarantee you,
okay.
there's a comment that says 11 years of service. Why'd you fire Brad's wife?
Okay, comment. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
I thought you were going to say the website says, "We're sorry about your wife, Brad."
No,
They did.
and that people did a bunch of research, and they eventually someone pretended to be Cracker Barrel headquarters and called the location she got fired from, and was like, "Why did she get fired?" And then somebody was like, "She was just a little bit of a softie."
Oh my God, for 11 years.
She was a
damn.
bit of a softie, sir.
I'm really
Everyone
hoping,
has
I
their
hope I'm not
breaking
wrong
point.
here. Please tell me we got 11 years of service somewhere in this. Tell me we got Brad's wife. Has the meme died?
I'm looking.
You know what? Haven't seen that meme.
Well, they
Not on my
say
algo.
when a meme gets really popular, like this one,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of kills itself because it's like, too many people know.
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
No
that-
Brad's wife in this one?
No,
Nope,
but
nope.
these are real other boomer comments that are even better. Like that. No thanks. Cracker Barrel was the place that I used to make my husband stop wherever we were on I-95 on the
Then
way to
what
Florida.
happened? I need
Then
to
you
know.
guys got too fancy.
All right.
Liquor
Too
license,
fancy.
fancy coffee, etc. The food just didn't taste the same.
Holy
I
shit.
didn't care about the smaller portions. Now we just bypass it. I'd rather eat McDonald's. At least it's consistent.
Hey.
Unless we see a
Take 'em her.
Buc-ee's,
It
then we
sucks
stop
now.
there.
Buc-ee's is the best place in the world.
You want a frilly coffee and a fucking cocktail, go to Cracker Barrel.
One time, me and Mike got really fucking stoned in the parking lot of a Cracker Barrel and then went inside and ate down and ate a bunch of. I got an Uncle Herschel special. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's got everything.
Which one is that? I think I used to order that.
It's
yeah.
got. It's like if you don't know what you want, it's got everything.
And I got a lot of good memories of Cracker Barrel. That's
too.
good eating, as far as what I can remember. But I haven't been there in years.
Another interesting thing about Cracker Barrel is some people go there for breakfast, some people go there for dinner. What are you?
Breakfast,
Yep.
but like probably at lunchtime. Yep.
Breakfast.
Yeah, that's a breakfast spot.
And
they are
I
strong
love it.
very
I like maybe some biscuits over there.
Oh, Uncle Herschel special gives you that.
Mm-hmm. With the
Gravy.
sawmill. Is that what they call it? Gravy? Sawmill gravy?
That is what they call it, Kevin.
For some reason, it's sawmill. And it is so sawmill. There's so
I'm
many.
starved.
There's fucking, what's it called? Wood chips in there. It's great.
Give me Brad's
Sawdust.
wife comment,
Sawdust.
Dude,
That's right.
someone is in these comments getting rid of them. I'm telling
It
you.
has to be.
They have someone on full-time job getting rid of
Yeah.
these. There's no trace of Brad's wife comments.
What? Let's look at that.
Can you just
Blow it up.
comment 11 years or something?
11 years of service. I need to make sure it makes sense.
But yeah, if I can recommend any YouTube channel, it's the Internet Historian, and he has a Fire Festival video that's better than both the Fire Festival documentaries.
Wow.
The
Yeah,
Fi-
they had two.
yeah, and his video for them is better
Mhm.
because he plays it like he was there. He's like, so I was there, and then my tent wasn't ready, and then the food I was served.
He was there.
No, but like
He has a
okay.
character.
He
It's
has
this
a
little old,
character.
this guy, this old man.
that's
face.
Harold. That's Internet Harold.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get you gripped for in 5 seconds, listen to this kid.
But there are tanks involved. This
Well-
This is an ad.
and now you
Oh, ad.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
World of Tanks. Here we go. Turn it up. What was that sound?
Is that? Yeah, what is it?
and knees, crawling through a passageway filled with jagged rocks and choking dust.
What the heck?
Then down a chute he had
We
cleared.
just missed the part where he says, on this day in 19-something, a man walks into a cave. He crawls.
It out months earlier.
Oh, this is the man in cave. Okay.
Yeah.
All of the daylight is gone from here, and this lantern is
It's
his
19
only source.
25, I think.
25.
Ignoring
Okay.
the loose limestone rocks perched directly above.
Yeah, this is like an
it
hour-long
now
thing, but you gotta
100
watch it, dude.
feet
It's
in.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And
This is
here
a great
he
YouTube
reaches
channel.
The turnaround room.
Yeah,
Now,
he
they
can get
call
there.
this the
through there.
turnaround room because
He was already in the small crevice, and now he is in a room, but it's
this
And
is the
he should turn
junction
back,
even
but he wants to
experienced
push
cavers say,
forward.
No thank
He wants
He
fortune.
wants
and turn
to
around.
open up
Because
this
to
cave as a
continue on
tourist
means going
destination, and he's
through
clearing
this.
it out one
The
bucket at a
squeeze.
time.
A gap in the
With water?
stone of only
No, like
9
filling up a bucket of rocks and
inches.
taking it out.
For reference, here's a subway sub.
Yeah, that's hard work.
This shit's better than
Don't you
any
need a
Netflix
track
doc.
and a cart for that? Come on.
Exactly. This is way better than anything that's on Netflix.
Mhm.
He has to pass through this kind of.
Yeah, the way this dude puts so much work into this, and all the people who play all the characters are his boys. Like there's real life faces, kind of like remember Mel Gibson on South Park.
Yeah,
It's just like
oh
that
my
animation. They
God.
put real
Oh my
faces. That's the real guy who died. They put real faces on these people, but it's all people with other YouTube channels that are just
Mm-hmm.
YouTube people. It's cool. It's him doing his boys a thing, and they do the voices.
That's cool.
It's awesome. It's a cool way to tell a story because you could watch a documentary about this that's kind of boring. This
I mean,
makes
that's
it
what like the
way-
History Channel would do, so they just do it. Honestly,
Yeah, and that's why the History Channel is dead because this guy does it better at his
Yeah.
house.
mm-hmm.
Isn't
Man-
that crazy?
Yeah.
Think about everything is dying like mainstream because someone like this is doing it better. How many views does Brad's wife have?
8 million.
That's it.
Ooh, that's heavy. That's nice.
Should have way more.
8 million is nice.
Peep this, Kev. This will get you gripped in 5 seconds, 10 seconds maybe.
This old boy is storming. That's what he says.
This old boy is storming.
He's so mad that they fired Brad's wife. What?
The game is really good over here.
No, of course it is. It's not real, Kevin. They faked that.
Yeah, it's
shit.
about to be tied up. 2-point conversion.
There's never been a shutout in a Super Bowl.
Tie game.
Oh yeah, I pulled up a bunch of facts earlier today, and I was reading them, and I was like, we're gonna have some crazy facts for the podcast tonight. Turns out, there's no really crazy facts at all about the Super Bowl.
February 27th,
Huh.
But this
2017.
is tragic.
A woman comes home to deliver her husband some bad news. She has been fired from her job at Cracker Barrel. They gave no notice. They gave no reason. The husband, Brad, embraces her.
Embraces her.
A tear rolls down her cheek.
And this is amazing, dude.
Brad's hands tighten into fists.
Arthur.
He's a meme master.
Years of service.
He whispers under his breath. Nanette,
Homer.
fetch me the computer.
I'm going to make a Facebook comment. Oh, that's
Say
later.
I'm pissed
You hear it
off.
firing up?
After 11 years of service, those lowlifes at Cracker
Yeah,
Barrel
this is the
let
post.
my wife go. I would really like to know why. And those of you who know me these days know that I will find out. In the
Those of you that
meantime,
know me
if any
these
of you
days.
would also like to know, please go to their Facebook page and ask them if this old boy is storming.
Nah.
And send.
And send.
That'll do it. With that, he put his arm around Nanette, and they fell asleep together on the couch.
That is such a great view. They fell asleep together on the couch.
Yep.
And we'll leave it at that because the storm, that comment goes out there in the world. He falls asleep and they wake up in the morning and that is blown up.
Every once in a while, man, that just happens to people.
Yeah. Remember that girl that tweeted, hey, I'm going to Africa. Hopefully I don't get AIDS.
Yeah,
And then
I do remember hearing about that.
got on the flight and woke up and she was fired from her job.
Yeah,
And-
yeah,
You fucked up.
Dude, what a great joke, too.
yeah. And it's like, wow, you really like, and that
She
won't
was asleep.
slip.
She was asleep for 5.5 hours and woke up to no
Yeah.
job.
The fact that the world will not let that slip through the cracks is funny.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, no, you're fired now.
She fucking tweeted a zinger and got
And a legitimate hope too. A legitimate hope.
because she's like, I'm gonna fuck some tribesmen.
Yeah, she's gonna go deep. Deep.
That's too much.
What was her name?
Her name is Savannah, actually.
What was her name?
Savannah. And she's going
you
on
kidding me?
Savannah to fuck some tribesmen. Yeah.
What was her name?
Sahara.
Congo. What was Congo? Isn't that a movie with Matthew Broderick?
Savannah News Lady.
Yeah, Savannah News
No,
Lady.
no, no. I was joking about Savannah.
Hope I don't get AIDS. News Lady, hope I don't get AIDS. How one stupid tweet blew up Justine Sacco's life.
Justine Sacco. That's it.
As she made the long journey from New York to South Africa to visit family during the holidays in 2013, Justine Sacco, 30 years old and the senior director of corporate communications of IAC, began tweeting little jokes about the indignities, not the indigenous, the indignities of travel. There was one about a fellow passenger on the flight. Weird German dude. You're in first class. It's 2014. Get some deodorant.
Hey, she's on one. She's on one.
Then
She had
during
a couple cocktails
Yeah,
at the
she's
airport.
ready to party. She's letting her whole following
Holy
know she's
shit.
ripping into people.
This is like an Austin Powers joke. Then during her layover in Heathrow,
You got a good one?
chili, cucumber sandwiches, bad teeth, back in London. And on December 20th, before the final leg of her trip to Cape Town, going to Africa, hope I don't get AIDS. Just kidding, I'm white.
Oh yeah, that was that.
What the
yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
man?
Dude, she was drunk. She had to have been drunk in Heathrow.
Yeah.
Dude, I've gotten so drunk at the
That was
airport
peak
at
drunk.
like 5:30 in the morning. I've had to walk up to the hostess at a restaurant at the airport at 5:30 in the morning and be like, "Are they serving alcohol?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay, thanks." It's an awkward question to have to ask it like
Yeah.
before the sun's up.
I'll take a round.
But then you sit down at the bar and you look over there and there's some other dude with like a fucking martini and you're like, hell yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just order. I'd be like, I would order this the strongest IPA and house that shit for $13.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she fell asleep on an 11-hour flight and woke up to a text from someone she hadn't talked to in a while that said, so sorry to hear. And then started getting all the other shit flooding in. On the runway, turn her phone back on. Damn.
Yeah, I
I
wonder
can't
what she
blame her.
did. Wonder what she did. Like,
Nah,
what boss was like, no more. She hopes she doesn't get AIDS. But she's just kidding. And she's just kidding.
The bad teeth one is what got her, probably.
Never mind, I'm white. is
Yeah.
what got her.
yeah.
But
Never
they-
mind, I'm white.
It's still, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she's not a comedian. She's a news lady, right?
Yeah. What
She was
what
a news.
she?
Was she an anchor or something?
Who is she?
That'd be really wild.
Why do we know about this?
Justine Sacco. Let's find out.
She got.
I always mix her up with Rachel Dolezal.
Man, and that's the lady who pretended to be black.
Yes.
And she was. What's that organization called again?
Liberals of America or something.
It was like the NCAA. No.
She was in March Madness.
Yes.
She worked for FanDuel.
Who?
After she was fired back in IAC,
FanDuel's not
she
having
worked
that?
for FanDuel, and she was the director of communications and then VP of communications. Dude, she is... Sacco is known for a controversial tweet back in 2013 that many people have referred to as one of the first acts of cancel culture.
Yeah, really. Yeah, that's why it's so popular. She got canceled.
She really
and
did.
no one really understood what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
She tweeted something, and she lost her job, and public opinion was all over her or whatever.
Yeah.
Outcry, and everyone was like, "Wow, this is crazy." And now look at it. That happens to everyone.
Yeah. There was another one where a girl tweeted at someone from NASA who just got into NASA, and then she didn't know that she was talking to like a head administrator at NASA, and I believe she
had
got
just
fired.
she had just gotten a job there.
Yeah.
She's like, "Holy shit!" Something. Yeah.
Oh, she said, "Suck my dick. I work at NASA."
Yes.
And then she got fired for that. She was talking to an administrator.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happened. That
Oh
happened.
my
And she had only worked there
God.
for like a week or something, right?
Yeah. Or she might have gotten like an educational position, but either way, she was excited about it, and she lost it because she said "suck my dick" to the wrong person,
She's like, they just
and
told
she was
me
a
about,
lady.
They just told me about the aliens, dude. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No, you can't tell me nothing. I work at NASA. Suck my dick. That's like some like Seth Rogen shit. Suck my dick and what and what?
Yeah.
This is what she really said was quote, suck my bleep and bleep.
And balls. Suck my dick and balls.
Nice.
I work for NASA.
She doesn't have the
And she was an
either.
intern. She was an intern.
Everyone shut the fuck up. I got accepted for a NASA internship. And then Homer Hickam said language, and she said, suck my dick and balls. I'm working at NASA. And Homer Hickam was like a NASA guy, like working on her. And I am on, and she said, suck my dick and balls. I'm working at NASA. And he said, and I am on the National Space Council that oversees NASA. Some guy on Twitter was like, I like own you.
Wow. He's flexing on her.
Yep.
What a douchebag.
Yeah.
He gave her like a slight chance, though, but canceled her. Yep.
Yeah, because, I mean, he'll give her that. Everyone shut the fuck up. I got accepted. Yeah, she's excited.
But suck my
Wrangler.
dick and balls, not NASA-like. Not NASA-like.
I think it was the 5 retweets that got him. He was
You know
like,
what is
man,
NASA like?
What?
Better have blonde hair. Better have blue eyes.
Buzz Aldrin.
And you better be part of the Aryan race.
That's right.
Because we're all Nazis.
That's how the Greys like it.
Is that true?
What?
That they're all Nazis?
Well, look into the Nazis at NASA. That's like why we won the space race.
We picked up a lot of their scientists.
Like, you were not going to Brazil. What
Yeah,
do you
they
think
were
you're
good,
doing?
Damn.
Get up here.
We like drafted him.
You're going to Houston
Nah.
or what's the place in Alabama? What's the name of that town?
I don't know. Birmingham? Is it Birmingham?
It's got a cool name.
Man, I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. That's what they say down there. In,
Buzz Aldrin
Alabama.
was hardcore, though. There's a
It's
lot
in
of
Huntsville.
clips.
Huntsville.
There's a lot of clips of Buzz that I like.
The Punch?
The Punch.
Can you pull
I was
up the
gonna
Buzz
bring up
Aldrin
the
Punch?
And then also the one where he's talking about how there is a monolith on the moon of Mars.
Poor guy. He's an old senile fuck.
But he's showing people, and then they literally cut him off. Have you seen that clip?
I don't think he went to the moon. It sucks.
I hear some guy said, you didn't go to the moon. He's like, fuck you, I was there. My buddy died on the moon.
Yeah.
Watch
He hit
it.
a reporter. Yep.
The poor reporter was right.
Guys had it easier in Nam, and this guy's punching guys in the face because he thinks he went to the moon, the delusional old fuck. What? Sorry.
Click back.
And I guess he didn't go to jail or nothing, so that's cool. He gets some.
Astronauts don't go to jail.
It's way after this. It's inside.
I'm going to go to the hump. Don't worry. There's no hump on
no
this.
No hump on this.
I'm horny.
There it is, though. Get ready. 3, 2, 1.
This is it. Good job.
Ooh, great.
He called him a coward, a liar, and a thief, all the things.
And he stopped talking after that punch. And that guy kind of smiled. He was like, he hit him. Oh, yeah, this is good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we got something good here.
He knocked his mic right out.
Old man hit him.
Yeah, that old man's sturdy. I'll tell you.
I'll take him.
I'll take him, too. I'll sweep the legs. Too bad he's dead, right? He's dead.
Wait, he's not dead.
I don't think so. Could be. It's hard to keep track of these people's lives.
Regis, dead.
He ain't dead.
He ain't dead.
He's in New Jersey. Hiding out.
Hiding out. He's in New Jersey hiding out. He's just riding out. He's like, can I please die soon so I have to keep this, don't have to keep this lie alive anymore.
Every morning he wakes up, he's looking at the sky like,
I wish I
they're
actually
going to
went
come
there.
get me. They're
I
gonna
wish
be.
I actually went to that moon.
Yeah.
I wish I actually went to that moon and we weren't just making it up to
That
make
would
sure
be
that.
so cool.
Because he was he supposed to be on the one that was like the one? Which one was he?
He was the guy bouncing
No,
around.
that was supposed to be
No, he was there.
Apollo, right?
He was the guy bouncing around behind Lance Armstrong.
Or was that, was that the
Armstrong.
Apollo?
Lance
It's
Armstrong.
one of the Apollos, yeah.
Okay, cool. They're all Apollos. Are they all Apollos?
God, don't put
I don't
me
know
on
a
the spot
lot
like this,
about
buddy.
stuff. I don't know much about
Lance
stuff.
Armstrong, the same guy who did the nut live strong nut.
Know what I said?
Yeah, with half a ball, he did that.
Neil Armstrong.
No, he just
Wait, no. James Brown. Louis Armstrong.
the Live Strong.
Louis
guy.
Armstrong. It's Louis Armstrong.
You guys want to see something that didn't age well?
Nice.
My mother?
No, listen, listen and watch this shit.
Would have been a good your mom joke also. Just random your mom joke.
I'm telling you though,
I
you
like
guys are.
Tammy.
If you haven't seen this, and if you don't remember this, you're gonna be like jaw to the floor on this shit.
Really cool.
This is my body, and I can do whatever I want to it.
And this came out before his.
This
got
came out
caught.
during the controversy when he was accused.
Really? Interesting.
Listen to it.
Cause listen,
Everybody wants to know what I'm on. What am I on?
What are you on, huh?
I'm on my bike, busting
Exactly.
my ass 6 hours a day.
I do remember this. I remember this.
and also steroids. You fuck.
Yep.
You fuck.
Hey, not steroids. EPO. EPO.
What the fuck ever? He made a whole commercial of denying it.
That was a very interesting thing because literally the top 35 guys did it, or something like that.
What a joke, man.
Fun, right?
You're the top of your sport because you cheated, and then made a Nike commercial about it.
He was the #1 cheater though, so that's still cool.
I thought, I mean, at least Michael Phelps didn't even do anything wrong. He just smoked weed.
He is the best athlete maybe ever.
Yeah, he drunk drove. Who gives a fuck, man?
Yeah.
Everyone does that.
No, you can make a case that he is literally the greatest human athlete of all time.
Make
You
a case.
can make a case. You can make a
Make
case.
a case then,
Let's do it.
and I'll do Serena Williams.
The Summer Olympics when he won more golds than anyone ever, and then also the Olympics around those Olympics, he also won gold. Swimming, which is like the ultimate like physical thing to do. It really
I
is.
think it is
yeah,
because
for a fish.
yeah, ooh, mermaids.
And-
ooh.
and like so what do you think? What do you think that makes a sport valuable? Entertainment or just like
the
showing
ability to get injured.
yeah. Hey,
Swimming.
I like curling.
then you like gymnastics. You like
That thing where they jump from the bar to the other bar, way more cool.
I think gymnastics is the coolest thing ever. I think it's one of the most underrated things ever.
It's just a example of physical excellence or
It is.
something like that.
Like the fact that we're not trained to love that, the fact that we're not all sitting on the couch watching gymnastics, like how come we don't find that entertaining? Because they flip like 3 or 4 times, and it's just insane.
I'd rather see them flip into somebody else and put their foot in the other person's face.
Yeah, let's fight.
Did you watch
Yeah.
UFC last night?
I didn't watch it. I heard a lot of controversy about that.
You want to know what happened to me? I was watching it. Main card starts at 10. 10 o'clock, I already had like 4 or 5 beers.
So Mike has pulled up amateur gymnastics for us to watch.
So at about 11 p.m., I fell asleep. I missed the main event last night.
I watched it all.
Wow.
I'll tell
And
you.
wait,
what.
how did you get it? Did you pay for it and miss it?
Oh, I'll tell you off stream.
Yes, you did. You did. Okay,
not
that's
paid
right.
for it.
No, you paid for it.
That Yair Rodriguez versus Emmett fight, Rodriguez has won me completely over. I am a fanboy. That guy
Okay.
is a fucking G.
Nice. I got
The
to see
craziest
that.
thing is, Mike's not like the biggest UFC fan, but whenever Mike watches it, he loves it.
So
I am a fan though now. I watch them all. I try to watch them all.
So I knew that wouldn't be a submission. So a decision. It was a submission.
You made me a fan.
Me?
I used to sit there and be like, all right, we'll watch the fight. And then I'm like, wow, this is really exciting.
It is.
And then I started having to do my research and pick a guy. And then I'd just be like, all right, who do I like on this one? What's he like? And he's like, oh, you don't like him. He likes Trump. And he called this one guy the N-word one time. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I hope he gets beat up.
Well, that guy does that just for the
Poirier?
Oh, wait.
No,
So
Kobe
you must been talking
Covington.
about Kobe.
Kobe
Yeah,
Covington.
we
what
love
a
him.
fuck-
I love him.
I like Kobe.
I like a
awesome.
good. I like when any kind of. Yeah, I like a good. It's all bullshit, but I like a good.
Yeah, they really
grudge match.
They get a
That's what I like.
WWE. They're getting more WWE esque as the time.
Well,
goes
he
on.
definitely is.
Yeah.
He definitely is.
and I love that about him. It's
yeah,
fun.
Yeah.
because like that's.
I wouldn't mind seeing one more of those. Would that be 4? I want to see him get one. On Usman. Sorry. I'm talking about Usman. Because he's had like 2 or 3 fights against him now, right?
Did he lose the last one against Usman?
All of them.
I thought he beat him one time. I just don't remember.
I don't think so. He's had some good wins, but it doesn't seem like he could ever get Usman.
The worst thing about the USC is sometimes it starts at 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and I am having a couple beers.
I left Coles at like 1:10.
Yeah.
I was like, it's late.
So you didn't see the Islam versus Alexander?
No, I go scroll down.
Dude, there was just got to say,
I
there
fell
was one.
asleep after like. Was there a girl fight?
Not that I saw. No. There was the British guy versus this guy.
I saw that one, and then the next one,
Or
and then that
Australian.
is it.
Mm.
Didn't that suck?
Yeah.
First round knockout on that
Yeah,
heavyweight fight. That Polynesian tribal guy. He's such a G.
What happened was the first round knockout happened, and then they were padding for time for so long, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah,
bed.
those Polynesian guys, they got some heavy hands.
I got to say, this Jack Dilla Maddalena, he's got a really flat nose and stuff.
Yeah, I
he's
missed
good.
And we were talking about the Olympics earlier. I like the UFC because it is the Olympics.
Yeah.
You can't tell me it's not the Olympics. It's the Olympics.
You're right.
It really is. Those guys are from all over the world.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody the other
It's
day.
the Grand Coliseum of the new age.
Yeah, and I was like, "Do you watch any?" And I was like, "Do you watch UFC?" He was like, "Nah, man, I don't really like sports." I was like, "Me neither." But
Same.
if there's a sport,
There are two top guys, athletic-wise, going at it.
yeah.
What?
If there's a
Yeah.
sport,
What else
this
do I
is
need
the
to
one.
say?
It's
What else
awesome.
do I need to say?
It's just to watch them. You're like, wow, this guy got hit like 80 times and he's still like the
Or-
sheer
and that's what you would expect, and that's what you get a lot of the times. But sometimes you get a lot of,
the heavyweight. They knock each other out.
you
I
know,
will say,
and that's what happens in a fight. You got to size each other up. It's just interesting to see what would happen. This is what would happen
on the main
You know?
event, the Volkanovski, there was a moment where if he would have landed the punch that that Islam dodged,
He missed
it
it,
would have
yeah.
been over. And then there was a couple.
You know, who's the
That
king
was
of that?
such a good fight
Michael
to watch.
Chandler's the king of that. Michael Chandler's the king of that.
I wanted
God.
him to make more of a wave.
Exactly. I wanted him to knock motherfuckers out, and it didn't quite happen like that. It did for he got Tony Ferguson real good, and maybe a couple other guys, But
Michael Chandler top knockouts. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
he fight
let's
Tony
go.
Ferguson twice?
Let's go. Let's put that on.
No,
I
no.
love that. I'll just keep the audio
Are
down.
some of these going to be in Bellator?
We're gonna skip to some humps so we don't
I
get
like
in
the
trouble.
You know the Bellator fight where he fights. I'm not gonna think of his name, but he's like a light skinned guy with long hair,
I'm not going to be able to know the name either.
and he does a suplex on him, and I like a good suplex.
because he was the Bellator champ, right?
Oh yeah,
This is Bellator stuff.
and don't you like a good slam?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have watched many of Greatest Slam knockouts.
Yeah, like a suplex when they literally have them like from behind, and then they just pick them up like from reverse style and slam them on their head. That's always so cool.
Michael Chandler's just this little ball of energy.
He is. He's all lats.
Explosive. He's explosive.
Yeah, he's so fun to watch.
Like my shirt.
And oh yeah, he just got another fight too. What was it? It just got announced the other day. He's fighting
I might have
somebody.
been
It's
asleep.
gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Israel Adesanya, when is he coming back?
He's got a fight. It's coming. No, he doesn't have. Or does he?
He's my favorite. He lost.
No, he just fought and lost against his nemesis.
Yep.
He can't get over that hump.
He's going to come back against him, I guess.
And you know what? Yeah, it is scheduled, and he is favorited in Vegas right now. Izzy is favorited.
Has the other guy, what's his name? Has he defended the title yet?
No.
Is he just going to defend against Izzy next?
That's kind of what do you think about that? It seems like that's going to happen. Yeah,
That
I wish
shouldn't be the
give him
thing.
one more. Give him one more. Come on.
But then if there's an upset and he loses it to some guy,
Mhm.
then Izzy just has to fight some guy.
You're right, and that's the thing. That's the thing.
They want
about
to sell
that.
fights.
You're right. It's probably the right thing to do because anyone can lose at any time.
Yep. That's one of the greatest things about this shit. The worst thing is when they cancel this shit because of a cut. When they're
Yeah.
fighting in New York or something.
Or a poke in the eye. Sometimes. that'll happen.
What's his name?
There's been a lot of poking.
Magomedov or whatever. That one
Mhm.
guy who's huge. He got poked in the eye his UFC debut, the first round.
Yeah, that's always
Fucking that sucked.
Yeah,
No
me
fair.
and you were watching that on Discord, and it was like one of the worst eye pokes I've ever seen. And he was like, screaming, and people were like, "He's faking it, he's faking it," and you're like, "This is his first opportunity in the UFC, and he got poked in the eye in the first round. He thinks he's gonna fake an eye
Yeah,
poke."
yeah.
And then afterwards, he posted on Twitter, his eye was like
Yeah, I bet.
the reddest thing I've ever seen. It looked like blood.
Oh, look at this guy. Damn. This Michael Chandler highlight's going crazy. Man, there was a fight I was watching the other day. It was Luke Rockhold,
Yeah,
and he was fighting
Rockhold.
somebody, and he was bleeding really, really heavy, and they were on top of each other, like front to front on the ground, and he started wiping his bloody face all over the guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, now that's a tactic.
yeah,
Isn't that insane?
yeah. A lot of times those cuts aren't as bad as they look.
Yeah.
So just a little cut on your head will bleed like crazy.
Oh, yeah, it will. It will. And it's like, can you handle that psychologically?
Yeah, it's just like I could handle that psychologically easily.
It's tough. I want to say yes, but like, it's tough.
Head
It's tough.
trauma is way worse. Like a shin to your forehead
that's,
and your
that's
head.
physically you can't even really see shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, just psychologically seeing all that blood is tough.
Yeah, what's that? I can.
I was watching the head rub. It was last time.
Yeah. Luke lost. Who did he lose to? A
I
big,
can't remember
big
any
guy.
names.
But I mean, you gotta love Luke.
He rubbed his blood.
Joe Rogan always says the only reason you're not single is because she didn't meet Luke Rockhold first. That's what Joe Rogan says about Luke Rockhold.
That's funny. But how many girlfriends can the guy have?
Yeah, you can't have mine, dude.
Yeah.
He
No.
did a fight. It was something.
Come on, man.
And he also just challenged Jake Paul. He might get a Jake Paul fight.
That guy's in it for it's all bullshit. He's just trying to sell his prime drinks.
That's Logan Paul.
They just
Okay.
they sold it. UFC official drink.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's
it's
on
all-
the fucking octagon. So is Cocaine Bear.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of thirsty. I would like a nice prime.
I would try it.
What's in prime that's not in that
Armor?
body?
Is it a Gatorade style drink?
Yes.
Okay.
Body Armor was so good, but it was so sugary.
Dude.
It seemed too sugary.
Yeah.
Gatorade's got a new drink on the shelf, and it's called something crazy. It's
the electrolyte one.
It's called like
There's a couple things.
What is it called?
Fast Twitch.
Fast
Twitch.
Twitch.
Is weird.
Gatorade Fast Twitch.
Okay,
It's like,
I'm not aware of this.
Mom,
Yeah,
get me
they
a
got some
Fast
weird
Twitch.
stuff.
I gotta go play games, and then I'm gonna play Fast Twitch.
No, fast twitch is to imply fast twitch muscle fibers, the explosive muscle fibers, and like I guess it's
proteins
for
or
people
something?
who are thinking that way, explosive athletes.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I trust the Gatorade name.
For a drummer, maybe a drummer, it might be good for
Do
you.
you,
box.
do you?
What?
I trust the Gatorade name.
Yeah,
And their
man.
products have always been good to me.
Started down there.
Gatorade.
You know, it's funny about Gatorade. Started down there at Florida University for the Florida Gators in the 70s, and they had one main competitor. So you had Gatorade over there in Florida University, and then Florida State University, the Seminoles, they had their Seminole Fluid. Okay, and the Seminole Fluid. No, Jack, stay with me. They had the white Seminole Fluid, and it was creamy. People like that. But the Gatorade,
Lighten
the
up.
lemon lime Gatorade. Now, Mike, you got to stick with me. It really put the Seminole Fluid out of business.
I think it really stuck around because the Seminole Fluid, when it was poured all over you at the end of the game when you won, was too sticky, and I think the female coaches were getting pregnant.
It's stringy.
You know what? I got to shout out my brother. I remember he kind of wrote that joke when we were younger.
Shout out, Greg.
Yeah. Never forgot.
That would
it.
probably land really hard in Florida
Yeah.
because I didn't know the Seminoles were a thing.
And yeah, look up Florida State Seminoles. Yeah, and a lot of people would know that. But no, don't look it up because it's a thing. Don't worry about it. Look up what you want to look up, Mike.
I want to look up water sucks.
Oh my God, yes. Holy shit! Guess you won the Super Bowl, y'all.
It's the Eagles.
He's got Andy Reid.
The Eagles.
That's funny because you heard Andy Reid and you thought the Eagles.
I don't know who Andy Reid
He
is.
used to be the coach of the Eagles. Now he's the coach of the Chiefs. The Chiefs won, y'all.
Yo, are you ready to just talk about for the rest of the time how let's predict Philly, how bad they're gonna fuck their own town up?
Oh, because they lost. Yeah.
Well, even if they would have won, it would have been worse.
I don't know. Would have been worse. Probably the winning would have been worse, honestly.
I think they won one time and it was bad. Tastes better too.
Idiot.
That's all I really needed.
I hate that
Water
movie,
sucks.
by the way.
Really?
That movie does not hit with me.
Jack
mean-
doesn't like full retard
at
movies.
all.
I was really young when I saw it, but I like it.
I love
Captain
Henry-
Insano.
Henry Winkler rules.
Oh yeah, the wink.
I do not like that film.
Tropic Thunder's funny. What do you think about Tropic Thunder, y'all? Is that a top 5 or a top 10? Because it's got to at least be top 10.
Top 5
Five in
Five.
like the if you're gonna put like
comedies.
yeah, like Superbad, Step Brothers, Tropic Thunder,
You know what? We like comedies. Let's do it. Top 5, guys.
Hot Rod. I love Hot
Hashtag
Rod.
Hot Rod's not in there for me.
I laugh out loud at it all the time.
Hot Rod could be 20 for me, top 20.
What-
And then my way up to 15.
if you want me to do top 5,
Let's hash it out.
It's gonna be hard to do on
What are
the
the
spot.
gimmies? What are the gimmies?
Superbad.
Superbad's a gimme.
super bad.
Just watched at the
It's
shop. Great.
Definitely a gimme.
They're so natural.
Mhm.
Jonah is so natural in that
Oh,
as
man.
his come out role, pretty much.
Yeah.
Man, this is hard.
He's like, she wants my dick, and like, this is the whole
Impossible to
delivery.
stop watching. The
Am I really-
cinematic.
I think I'm gonna fall into all those Rogan movies. It's gonna be
Exactly.
Pineapple Express.
I was
It's
thinking
gonna
the
be
same
Forgetting
thing.
Sarah Marshall.
How can you not put Pineapple Express on there?
Marshall sticks with you deeply like that.
You know
I saw
what?
Forgetting
Marshall
Sarah
might
Mar-
be that good.
I saw Forgetting Sarah Marshall in the theaters,
He's
and
good.
my lord,
But that
I
is not a
was
Seth
lost.
Rogen, so that's cool.
The vampire
It's them.
thing.
Is it?
I'm beginning.
Can you look that up? Who
to think-
directed that one? Is that Apatow?
The things are getting better.
Yeah,
Okay, what am I looking up?
easy
And
the easier now. Is the best
Everyone
part.
loves it when he performs it.
Yeah.
Like it's a comedy.
Yeah, everyone's laughing. He's like, I didn't even know until the first show that it was a comedy.
dude, that is a funny, goofy movie.
The die, and he says,
Die.
I can't.
Dude, yes, yes, and he is funny, man. That really cemented him. He's a funny guy. That Jason Segel.
What
And
did you
that's
want
like
me
a
to say?
I
romantic
wanted to know
comedy.
who directed that one. Is that an Apatow?
It's gotta be.
Yeah, click that IMDb for me, player.
It's not like what else we got? That's 3 movies for me.
It's a Nicholas Stoller movie.
Am I putting
Interesting. Nicholas Stoller. Do we know this guy?
Let's see what else he did. What were you saying, Jack?
I'm trying to think of. Am I putting
Paul Rudd.
Step
did it.
Brothers in this top 5? I think I like this. Step
you're
Step
right.
Brothers has to be in
I
there.
think it does have to be in there. Yeah.
If I've got, what have I got? Superbad, Step Brothers, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. What else did I say?
You said Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express
And I feel like Forgetting Sarah Marshall. No, it is in there. It is funny.
It's in there for me.
It's funny, man.
for me. And I could be forgetting something, but I wanted to just go ahead, give it a nod because it's my favorite.
Oh, wait. What about this one?
It's Daddy's favorite show. It's Daddy's favorite.
Nah,
I
it's
like-
definitely not top 5. but
Not
we
top
have the same
5. I like Hot Tub Time Machine better.
Oh, wow. So I go, this is the end of the Hot Tub Time Machine. But, yeah, I can't put Hot Tub.
I'm not listing
And you're
mine.
talking one, just to be clear, right?
Yeah, I've never seen any of the other ones. I didn't know there was another one.
Is it 2? Is it 2?
That can't be good. Can't be.
The reason I like for comedies though, I like Hot Tub Time Machine
Ooh,
because I like the touching story that's involved.
You know
the
what-
nostalgic story of them going back and him getting beaten up and him being
I like
"Where
the
are my
80s.
friends?"
I like the 80s and everything. But you know what I like? And this is in my top, and this is a good one. This is a legend, y'all. Dumb and Dumber.
Oh well, yeah.
Dumb and Dumber's a legend. I forgot about that.
That's got to be
era.
number one. Number one, Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
I posted a meme the other day.
Oh, did we go? Sorry, and you said Tropic Thunder. Sorry.
Oh, God, Tropic
you saw a
Thunder,
meme
too.
the other day? You saw a meme the other day, Mike?
Yeah, it was when tattooers walk into a fancy restaurant and it plays the clip where they walk in, and the guy's like, "I'm sorry, sir. This restaurant is whatever. It's a $400 plate restaurant, sir." He's like, "Oh, put us down for $4."
Yeah.
The Dumb
Just-
and Dumber.
Yeah, it's so funny. And they walk in with their goofy suits. It's
The
just like
orange and the yellow, I believe, something like that.
groups.
That's the funniest part of the movie is they kill the bird with the cork and they're like, oh,
This
why
part
they do that?
really
He's like,
died.
we killed their bird. Now they killed ours.
Yeah.
'Cause
Did you pay the gas bill?
the whole joke is them being smarter than they really are. Too
Mm-hmm.
good. But yeah, let's put that one in my top 5. Pushed Hot Tub Time Machine down at number 6. Call it a day.
Call it a day.
But I mean, if you want to, I'll throw in Fletch. I'll throw in Tommy Boy.
You know
We
what?
can go
Hey,
crazy.
Jack, I'm glad you brought that up. Fletch is on Netflix. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm watching Fletch. Stinker, man. Not funny. I didn't think it was funny.
That movie has too many jokes to keep up with.
Yeah, like it has jokes, but I just feel like they're just a little dated and it was just a little off for me.
Good story too.
Mike, you got to be the tiebreaker on Fletch for the next episode. Watch Fletch.
I don't love Chevy Chase.
I love Chevy Chase.
I'm not like big on his
Chevy
Neither of you
Chase,
guys like
sorry.
him because you can't say his fucking
I love
name.
Chevy Chase. Chevy
Shays?
Chase.
Right. Hey.
I like the vacation movies. So
Yeah, they're good. But that's, I mean, what else is he in? Is he in Ghostbusters or something?
being Ghostbusters.
God, talk
Kicking
about like a
rocks.
movie that people think is really good that it's not that
You know
good.
what? I have I ever seen Ghostbusters? Maybe not.
Don't waste your time.
Cool.
What? With Bill Murray and shit?
Mhm.
Not good? Okay.
Hey, that Bill Murray guy.
Who brought the dog? That's the best part, man.
that
It's-
Hey.
sounds like funny delivery.
I want you to watch this and just, what do you think of this?
What's this girl's name?
This is my ex, Linda.
Gotcha.
She raises a good question, though.
Glad you
Goes
got
to
rid
the
of her.
shop a lot.
This is classic.
Have you ever had a Krispy Kreme?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever gone to Krispy Kreme?
Yes.
Was it crispy?
Yes.
Yeah, right,
Mm.
right.
Mm. What? Come on now. Makes me want to go to Krispy Kreme. We have one of the.
Is the hot sign on? Because I'm going.
You know what? How have you ever gone there? Hot signs on. They're like, oh yeah, it ain't. It's just on.
It's
happened to
on
me
all
like
the
twice.
time.
It's happened to me like twice. And I pull off and leave. I say, you do not get my business with this fake. What is that? False advertising. But I
That
love
happened
Krispy
to you?
Kreme. Like 2 times. Oh yeah, they're just lazy motherfuckers who can't work right.
If I had a gun and that happened,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
be on the news.
Yeah. And I love Krispy Kreme, and the whole East Coast has like 5 main Krispy Kreme distributors, and Salisbury has one. It's
What do
like
you
a
mean?
it's like a bigger store than the rest, and they have like a glass window and like a lobby, like where you can actually see the factory.
Where is
And
that?
they're shipping donuts from that location all over to all the gas stations.
Where
and
is it?
stuff. Right next to the mall.
Okay.
You're right. You know what? We should take a field trip there one day.
Yeah, it's literally like a field trip style, like little exhibit.
They have
area.
good Valentine's donuts too.
Oh,
they
yeah,
have
great donuts.
the hearts that say like, what do they say? Those hearts that say things.
Oh,
like,
sweetheart, sweet tarts, something like that.
What are those hearts that say messages on
Sweethearts.
Valentine's Day?
The edible chalk.
Sweethearts.
The edible chalk, right?
Yes, they're called sweethearts.
Those are good.
Here's your Krispy Kreme ones.
Man, here's the thing. Those things look so good, and they are pretty good, but you cannot beat that original hot Krispy Kreme. It's unbeatable.
Yeah.
But
It's
was it
literally-
crispy,
it's
though?
unbeatable. Oh, yeah. And it's warm.
It's not crispy. It's the icing's just like the. It's a little bit.
It's perfect. It melts in your mouth. It really does. And it's that
Yeah, Mike-
perfect dough.
Mike likes
Man,
that
it's
lady
good.
too much.
Yeah,
What?
I would definitely titty fuck that lady, but that's
Oh.
beside the point. I'm sorry.
And I like to think about this when it comes to Krispy Kreme. I enjoy it so much, but I think it was founded in the 20s. So back in the 20s, like Great Depression shit, they could enjoy a fucking hot Krispy Kreme if they had the money.
They
If
lived
had
to
the
be
dough.
25 because of the Krispy Kreme and the salted pork. You know?
Yeah, when were they found? 37.
Damn.
That's still pretty old.
Before the fucking concentration camps and stuff. That's crazy to think about.
That's what Mike bases his whole timelines off. His glory days.
After the witch
When
trials.
his ancestors were running those trains in Germany. Holy shit. Dude, I went to a concentration camp in Austria, and my God, what a horrible.
Well, you did?
Yeah.
Wow, damn.
And we went into the showers and shit. Not cool.
Did it smell bad?
There were claw marks on the walls.
Yikes.
And they took us to like these dormitories where they would keep people to sleep, and it was like these well bunk things. It was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just being like trying to like fuck around with the other dudes I was with to like black it all out because all the girls we were with were crying and stuff.
What group are you with?
I was in Europe with like a group of like 20 other students.
Students. Wow, cool.
When I was like 16.
Don't cry. Just try to just.
It was rough, dude.
Be
It was
stoic.
rough. And I was trying to, yeah, exactly. Trying
That's
to
tough.
Geez, black this all out.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it was in Austria, but it was like it wasn't that big, but it was a interesting place. You drove out in the middle of nowhere kind of situation to go to visit this old concentration camp.
Yikes.
That's like how I feel when, I mean, not how I feel. It's way different, but there's Penhurst Asylum. It's totally like corporatized and like they like, the kids are rolling their graves now, but it was like an abandoned insane asylum. Not abandoned till the late times, but it was just like there's literally like, so they base all the stupid like walk through tunnels of haunted house things that they do there off of the lore. So there's Dr. Satan is from the Rob Zombie movie. Dr. Death was a doctor known. He was just
Jack
fucked her.
Kevorkian?
No, it wasn't. Oh, no, you're right. That's Jack Kevorkian. There was a guy with a nickname at Penhurst Asylum.
Shout out Michael Lair.
He was like the demon doctor or something. He was just like fucking with kids and stuff. They would like sterilize children. They would leave all these children in rooms. They shit themselves. It was a horrible place, Penhurst Asylum in Pennsylvania.
Yay.
And when you go there, you can feel the doom and the gloom and a little bit of the sad and the bad.
Getting a bad energy from that place.
When I was in Long Island one time for work, I took a GPS to Walmart, and it took me through these back roads, and it took me through an abandoned mental hospital like that.
What the
And
heck?
the place was fucking huge.
Yeah, it's like a giant campus.
Huge.
Like there was,
And it was like a huge old brick building, and that was just shut down and had graffiti in places and shit.
the grounds are so big at these places that like there'll be like houses that were like, oh, that's where that one groundskeeper on the left wing would live and take care of that part. Oh, and then there's like little dorm rooms for like all the maids and stuff. It's just like,
Shout out Ronald Reagan for shutting all them down.
Yeah, what the fuck? Was that him?
Sending all those people out on the streets.
Yeah, great. Great.
Reagan, I hate you, Ronald.
And then shout out Nancy Reagan for thinking that just say no was a great policy for drugs.
God, fuck you, Nancy. Fuck you, Nancy Reagan.
Hey, better than a full-out war. Who did the war on drugs?
Nancy Reagan.
Oh, okay.
That's what began it, the Just Say No campaign.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you don't have to be addicted to drugs. Just say no.
Yeah.
Don't work like that, lady. Now there's people roaming the streets being like,
Yeah.
Look at her fucking weird ass alien eyes.
wait, but wasn't she the throat goat? Is that her? Gives the
Wow,
best
those eyes
blowjob?
are far apart.
what's
I don't
wrong
know.
with her? Yeah,
Maybe it
she
wasn't
would definitely guzzle some gourds.
One of these first ladies, they say she's the throat goat.
You think
She
so?
was sucking dick all over the place.
I believe it.
Come on, man.
Who do you think's dick's got
It is
sucked?
Biden's wife. You're right.
The throat goat. Let's look it up.
Yeah, first lady, throat goat. Urban Dictionary. Come on, pull up Nancy Reagan.
A title that you give someone who gives the best oral sex you've ever had in your life.
Oh my gosh. Urban Dictionary been with
What?
us.
Did
With
you
us
type
since high
Nancy
school.
Reagan throat goat, or did she just pull up on the side there?
Madonna, Nancy Reagan, and the throat goat explained.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, she must have sucked a mean dick.
I told you Nancy Reagan was known for this. Isn't that interesting?
What do you mean? Is that true? Is this true? Is this true now?
Mike Googled throat goat and Nancy Reagan came up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Why are people comparing Madonna to the first former lady of the USA, Nancy Reagan, and what does it have to do with oral sex? Let's break it down. Madonna is now 63, but refuses to bend to social expectations of how a woman in her 7th decade should behave. She demonstrates this with just about everything she does, including a series of racy photographs. I'm not reading all this.
Yeah. What is this about?
I'm trying to skim now. So what happened Who and what is a throat goat? I mean, we already know what that is. The moral of the story is, suffice to say, her attempt at shaming Madonna backfired. Someone tried to shame her.
It must have just slipped out. Reagan was like, yeah, it's phenomenal.
And with more
It's-
people
it's
around
great.
the world learning about Nancy Reagan than they'd ever hoped to discover, but we all should take the Nancy Reagan bashing with a grain of salt. Yeah, Nancy Reagan must have been a slut.
Hell yeah. Good for her.
Hey, she did it.
What? Crack.com. Was First Lady Nancy Reagan the throat goat? Question mark.
So people are asking this question.
I
It's out
told you
there.
this was a
Yeah.
thing, dude.
I mean, the hottest first lady.
If she's still alive, I'll be the judge of that.
Hottest first lady is definitely Trump, but the throat goat, that remains to be seen.
Oh, she.
But Melania, but Trump has no idea how good Melania is at sucking dick. She's sucking everybody else's dick. No way she'd touch him.
It appears from what I get from this that she.
What'd she do? Did she suck a dick or two?
I don't know if it was other people's dicks or if she was just supporting him.
What is it?
What the heck?
Yeah,
I
it
don't
says
know.
rumors. Some people say that it was just rumors, but
It's a great
the
rumor.
rumors that her Hollywood days to her time spent in the Oval Office supporting her husband, President Ronald Reagan, as he laid the groundwork for everything we know and love. Yeah, Jesus Christ, like trickle down economics. Oh my God,
The biggest lie.
Nancy was out there giving legendary dome while this
Good
was
for her.
happening.
Shout out Nancy. What is it
Legend.
in Clerks? She's like, I've only had sex with 3 people, but I've sucked 37 dicks.
Oh, according to her 1992 unauthorized biography entitled Washington Babylon, the former First Lady of the United States, quote, was renowned in Hollywood for performing oral sex, not only in the evening, but in the offices, it read.
Yeah.
Adding that her head skills were purportedly one of the reasons that she was very popular on the MGM lot.
Yep.
Wow.
And it wasn't
He was
ju-
an actor.
And it
for
wasn't
MGM.
just biographies.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Look up young Nancy Reagan. Now that's what we need to see.
I mean, if we see that, I might have to get off of it, right?
Pull up young Nancy. Okay, what
She's
is
hot.
this?
Can we get a
What is
deep
this?
fake
She's
of
hot
this?
as shit, dude.
Still got those wide apart eyes. It
She
is
wants my
ET.
dick in and around her mouth.
It's ET going on.
What's
But
up,
Behind the MGM lot.
Sucking on you?
wait,
Let's
so
go!
MGM, is she ET?
No wonder she grew up and wanted drugs to go away because she used to do a lot of them and suck cock.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, that guy on Clerks finds out his girlfriend sucked 37 dicks, and he tells it to the first guy that comes to the gas station. He says, my girlfriend sucked 37 dicks. And the guy says, in a row? Good joke.
Oh, man. And with that, my friends, that was good. Do you want to go ahead and do it?
Is it time?
I don't know, because, I mean, sometimes you just got to cut it when it needs to be.
It is time. It's also time.
Congratulations to the Chiefs. This is probably the last Super Bowl they get to keep that name because it'll probably be trying to be racist.
Oh,
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo.
Okay, Philadelphians
Ow.
preemptively burned down city in preparation.
Wait, is this real?
They greased the poles so people can't climb the light poles.
Preemptively burned down. Is that a B thing? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
It's a
big thing.
beer.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, guys. I love you guys. It was a good one. Shout out to the rain. Shout out to the pain. Shout out to the people that play the football game. And I didn't introduce us in the beginning, so I'll do it now. It's Michael Tall coming at you, closing it out. We got Kevin Palmer in the corner, smoking that trout. We got Jack in the side, and he's taking a ride. And I'm going to see you next week, so don't hide.
That was fire.
I got bars.